Hello, and welcome to another WWE 2K23 Birthday Championship video. And we've got a new situation has arisen here. It's two people's birthdays today that are in the game. One of which is, you know, Lacey Evans, right there. You see her. So, the first thing we're going to have to do is decide who gets to challenge the champion, because, as you might have realised, Lacey Evans is female. The current champion is male, so it has to be a mixed tag match if Lacey Evans challenges. Therefore, couldn't be any sort of like triple threat or anything like that, unfortunately. So we are going to have to establish a #1 contender for the birthday championship. So one of the people celebrating their birthday today will not get an opportunity at the title. They will fight each other, and the winner alone will get a chance. But it's not as simple as that. This #1 contender match is actually a mixed tag match, and Lacey Evans has chosen as her partner Happy Corbin. Of course, Lacey and Evans and Baron Corbin have history together of competing in mixed tag matches. They had a mixed tag team rivalry with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch a few years ago. They didn't come out on the winning side, but at least they have experience together, right? So maybe they can gain a win here for Lacey to go on to challenge for the birthday championship. And you'd have to believe she'd choose Happy Corbin again if she wins this #1 contender match, because that would also be a mixed tag match against the current champ. Trying not to give spoilers for the current champ, by the way. If you're watching this and realizing you don't know who the current champion is, I do recommend giving this a pause and going back and watching at least the last episode, maybe just the entire playlist. It's only 5 episodes, including this one now, I think, so it's not that long to catch up on. And it's a good little bit of fun, the birthday championship. I'm glad I started it. Now, wow, so Lacey Evans' rival to become #1 contender has chosen China as his partner. That's not a bad choice, let's be honest. Like, wow. Picking some absolute power to team with. So, but whose birthday is it? Some people probably know. It might be in the thumbnail, might be in the title. I really don't know. I didn't plan that far ahead. I just hit record. But I do like to keep the suspense going in the entrances, even if it's all over the thumbnail, all over the title. Who cares? It's part of what I do. It really has become part of what I do. Okay, so 3 out of the 4 in this #1 contenders match are in the ring. And finally, that's right, it's the Undertaker's birthday. Now, there are multiple Undertakers on this game. I made an executive decision that when I'm doing the birthday championship, it's just going to be the current or most recent version of that person is going to be the challenger. I did debate having a match between the Undertakers first to decide which Undertaker represents Mark Calloway. But we have another series on the channel called Identity Crisis. And I feel like that would kind of take away from that series, as that is what that is all about. The first episode of that actually went up yesterday, and it was Batista versus Leviathan, who was in the game. So do check that out. Do some cheap plugging while Undertaker walks very slowly to the ring. But yeah, obviously if Undertaker and China win here, Undertaker can just take on the current male champion one-on-one. So China will only be needed for 1 match maximum on this video. Lacey Evans, if she wins, will most likely enlist Happy Corbin again, let's be honest. Why would you switch your partner from a winning recipe that's just beaten China and The Undertaker, by the way, if that comes to fruition? By the way, Undertaker chose China because they were together in the corporate ministry back in 1999. That's so long ago. I think 24 years ago. It's wild. But yeah, so I don't think they necessarily had any mixed tag team matches in that time. I don't recall any, but they've got experience of being on the same team at least. And so have Lacey Evans and Happy Corbin. So let's see how this one shakes out. So, come on, Undertaker, get your hat off. You can leave your hat on if you want. Apparently he doesn't want. You just chuck his hat at Lacey Evans. Take my hat, you. Did he throw his coat at her as well? I think he did. The disrespect. This is my birthday. Undertaker's like, it was my birthday first. Undertaker's significantly older than Lacey Evans. I don't actually know the exact numbers, but I imagine it's somewhere around the 20-year mark. Anyway, the ladies starting it out. Lacey Evans going to meet with Chyna in the middle of the ring. Throws one of those notorious right hands. By the way, Lacey Evans obviously has the women's right. Baron Corbin, a former Golden Gloves boxing champion. These two got some fists. They can throw hands. Chyna and Undertaker should not take this lightly. And Lacey Evans showing Chyna exactly why. Sends Chyna off and into the corner, and Undertaker tags himself in. He wants to fight Baron Corbin, and he kicks him in the face. And Taker Mania running wild already. So this is the first of 2 matches on this video. So stick around when we get to the final result. We won't be going anywhere. We'll either be doing Lacey Evans and a partner versus the current champion and a partner, or we'll be doing the current champion versus The Undertaker. Oh, trying to chokeslam on Undertaker. That's a bold strategy, Corbin. And that's how it played out for you, or whatever the quote is. Not well. Oh, just slams Corbin face first into the mat. And more Taker Mania. And a snap elbow drop as well. Taker is absolutely taking Corbin to school since the tag. Feel like that was a mistake on Lacey Evans' part, letting Chyna near her own corner. Corbin actually rolls out the ring for a breather. Oh my God, Undertaker just dove straight over the top rope, but Corbin avoided him. He just hit the ground hard. That's nearly 300 pounds of man just hitting that very thin mat with concrete underneath it. But Undertaker, the tough cookie that he is, fires back and sends Corbin into the ring post. Is Chyna going to get involved? Chyna's going to go over and fight Baron Corbin, it seems. There's a DDT. Wait, what? Okay, we're not having that. I think what happened there was as Corbin got up, he technically bumped Chyna slightly, and the referee disqualified him for that. That is ridiculous, and I think anyone watching would agree that was very much anticlimactic. Especially considering who Chyna is and her history of intergender wrestling. She doesn't need protecting. She's a former Intercontinental Champion, a former Men's Royal Rumble match participant, a former Rumble winner, the Corporation DX Rumble. Chyna won, right? It's been number 30 in that Rumble. Like, she does not need mollycoddling. I don't think any of the women in the roster do, to be honest. Uh-oh. Can't see the Cobra Clutch because of the referee's excellent positioning. But Lacey Evans has got Chyna in a Cobra Clutch into sort of like a crossface position, but Chyna fights out of it. But yeah, of all the women on the WWE 2K23 roster, the one who needs the least protection from intergender tag rules is Chyna, I would say. I would say that's a valid point. Let me know in the comments if you think there's someone who is more likely to be able to mix up with the men than Chyna, but Chyna has actual track record of winning a men's singles championship in WWE, so it's gonna be a hard argument to make. But right now, Lacey Evans taking it to Chyna, just like she did in the previous one. Now, Baron Corbin, look, if you straight up attack a Corbin, oh my God, there's just women flying everywhere, not hitting anything. I was going to say, Corbin, if you just straight up attack China there, I am going to let the DQ stand. I only didn't let the DQ stand because it was a nonsense DQ. Corbin jumping down again and then runs away from China. Don't blame him, to be honest. I think I would too. Stiff forearm takes down Lacey Evans. One. No, Evans kicks out one. It's going to take more than a couple of shots. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time to wear down Lacey Evans to the point where she will lose her birthday championship opportunity. Uh-oh. Nice counter into... Ref, what has she done wrong? Come on, get counting. One. I question the referee's decision there to argue with Lacey Evans about a perfectly legitimate roll-up. Nice counter to the gorilla press, by the way. It's become a bit of a thing over the last few videos on this channel to use a gorilla press in the thumbnail. However, I'm not going to use that one purely because China is not a featured part of this video. The thumbnail is going to have to feature Lacey Evans and or The Undertaker. Let's be honest. Another roll-up attempt by Lacey Evans. But it's fun that we still got a gorilla press in the match. So had I chosen to, I could have gone into the highlight thing and got another thumbnail with a gorilla press in action. Now China, with Lacey Evans in trouble there, chooses to tag out. Now in previous mixed tags, I have questioned the decision to tag out when you're in control. And right there, look at that. Corbin gets the back elbow on Undertaker. And now China's team, well, that's what's technically Undertaker's team, were briefly in trouble there, despite having been in control before the tag. But Undertaker, wow, big boot. And a leg drop. It's really Taker-mania. Following the leg drop with, following it on from a big boot. That's super Taker-mania, right? Then punches him in the head a bit and then goes for the pin. And Corbin kicks out at one. Of course, technically, Corbin and China have nothing on the line in this particular video. But, you know, the AI doesn't acknowledge that and does its best regardless. So that's the beauty of simmed games. Is you're not going to get, like, thrown matches or anything like that. Nice counter by Taker, then drops the elbow, but Corbin completely no-sells it and just starts hitting Taker with some body blows. Taker fights back, obviously no slouch in the striking. Oh, striking department, I was about to say, himself. Considered by some, Michael Cole included, to be the best pure striker. Oh, he went for a chokeslam. Corbin fought out of it. Yeah, the best pure striker in WWE. I would hazard to disagree and say that a former Golden Gloves champion or a former UFC heavyweight champion might be better strikers. But, you know, Taker's among the best. Anyway, he's just hit old school on Happy Corbin. And Lacey Evans breaks up the pin. China was coming in to interfere there, but she didn't get there in time. And both women back to the corner to await the tags. Oh, Undertaker going for a dragon sleeper here on Happy Corbin. Oh, and Lacey Evans just struck the referee. Is that a DQ? I don't know, but Corbin fought out of it despite the fact that China kind of prevented Lacey Evans from breaking up the submission. The referee has decided not to disqualify Lacey Evans, which is good for Lacey Evans because she would lose her opportunity. And I would let that DQ stand. You literally just punch the ref. So now Corbin's in trouble and Taker tags in China, but this one's paid off because she's just hit Lacey Evans with a big clothesline, follows it up with a knee drop. And a second one, in fact. And now going for the pin. Oh, kicks out at one. Big elbow drop by China. Wait, I just heard like a collision off camera. Are the men fighting outside the ring? I think they might be, you know. Uh-oh. Got Lacey Evans up and powerbomb. Evans could be in trouble here. Big trouble. This could be Undertaker going on to the title match in this video. China, pedigree. Lacey Evans in a lot of trouble now. And now China going for the pin. 1, 2. Corbin nowhere in sight. Oh, he just came in, but Evans actually kicked out of the pedigree. Wow. Yeah, Corbin came into the ring, but I don't think he would have been there in time to break up that pin. Right hands from China. Oh, and a follow-up with the forearm smash. Undertaker only just getting back to the corner. It seems Corbin actually got the upper hand on the outside there. We didn't see any of that fight, but we heard some of it. And Corbin back in his corner much before. Oh, wow. China went for the shoulder tackle off the top, and Lacey Evans counters it into a power slam. Only gets a 2. But yeah, Taker took a while to get back to his corner, which implies he got the worse end. Oh, look at this. Nice swinging neck breaker and then sort of like a roll-through splash, I guess, from Lacey Evans. Now China, the knee to the gut, going for the top wrist lock. Evans fights out of it with body blows. And now, lifts China up. And very nice vertical suplex. And now just strikes to the side of the head of China. Let me know if you think I did the right approach here. The only alternative that I could have done would have been to have both Lacey Evans and Undertaker team up to challenge the existing champion and have like co-champions, but I don't think that's as good. I think having an individual champion is a better pick all the way through. Although, ironic that we're talking about potentially having co-champions when China's in there, because obviously China was at one point co-intercontinental champion. Oh, there's the women's right. And now going for the pin. Corbin is in quickly. Oh, China kicked out, but Corbin's actually just hit the Undertaker with a choke slam of all things. And Undertaker and China are in a spot of bother. I said not to underestimate the team of Corbin and Evans. And, you know, I'm being proven right at the moment. And there's Corbin going round the ring to administer some more damage. Moonsault by Evans onto China. China trying to lift herself up in the corner, but that's the wrong part of town for China. Oh, knee to the midsection by China, though. Good counter. Oh, handspring back elbow. That is vintage China. And now she's going to go for the pin here. 1, 2. The men are fighting on the outside. Oh, Evans got a rope break just in time. And now there's Happy Corbin's butt. Now, why is Corbin in the wrong corner? That's what I want to know. Pedigree by China. Goes for the pin. She hasn't seen Corbin. Now, there's the referee's butt. Oh. Oh, I was going to say, did Evans just kick out? No, Corbin came in and broke up the referee's count by distracting the ref from the count, and China decided to keep on the onslaught. But that could have been a spot of bother for Lacey Evans there off the pedigree. Corbin being a good tag partner. And once again, distracts the ref, but oh, the referee won the 2 men. And they both backed out. Corbin again, though. Wait, is he going after the Undertaker this time? Oh my god, China, I feel like maybe tripped on the ring post there, but she's still connected with that shoulder tackle to the outside. Very high-risk maneuver. But it paid off, at least temporarily. Oh, but now she's been slammed into the steps. I suppose if there were a double count-out and neither of these teams won, the champion would just retain and not have to defend. I guess. I don't know how I'd call that. Would I restart it again? Probably not after this. If it was like less than a couple of minutes into the match, maybe. But after this much of a fight, then, you know, that's on you. Oh, slams Lacey Evans down. Honestly, in an ideal world, and this is a point of contention for some people, but I think with the video games, making intergender matches possible is fine. And the reason I say that is because you have plenty of video games where intergender fights are possible. You have, you know, like the Tekkens and Street Fighters and that genre of games. They're not split by gender. It's a video game at the end of the day. It's not real. There's not a rule on GTA that you can't hit female pedestrians. Oh, DDT to Baron Corbin, to Happy Corbin. And it would just make the birthday championship so much easier, because this could just have been a triple threat and would have been a lot of fun. Lacey Evans, Undertaker, and the current champ, who I've still not spoiled, I don't think. Oh, but we might be seeing soon, because that is Hell's Gate locked in on Baron Corbin. Happy Corbin, sorry. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap away Lacey Evans' shot at the birthday championship? Can Undertaker make him submit and go on to face the champion? It's been locked in for a long time now. China came in briefly there. Oh, Corbin. He just punched Undertaker in the bum. I think he just punched him in the bum. But he broke the hold, and that's what matters. And then a clothesline. That was sketchy for Lacey Evans. She was still down on the outside at that point. Oh! End of days. A little bit out of nowhere, honestly, to the Undertaker there. And there's China going to make the save. Doesn't appear so. Oh, Undertaker kicks out anyway. But he should have some questions for his tag partner there. Right, why didn't you make the save? We've got a tag team wrestling chant. And if we count this as canon, I believe Undertaker becomes only the second person to ever kick out of End of Days. Oh, kick to the knee of Lacey Evans from China. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Going for that powerbomb again, and she connects again. And now goes for the pin. Happy Corbin has been by far the better tag team partner, I would argue. I mean, China has held her own in terms of, like, doing the damage and trying to win the match, but not trying to save Undertaker from an End of Days. Questionable. Oh, there's the women's right. Undertaker's still down on the outside, I think. 1, 2. Oh, China kicks out of the women's right. This has been a crazy match. I can't believe there's another match to come. Except for in the event of a draw, of course. Lacey Evans keeps up the pressure on China. But she's going to be wondering what she has to do to win this match. Undertaker's kicked out of an End of Days. China's kicked out of at least 1 women's right. She's been hit with 2, though. Did she kick out the other one? Quite possibly, you know. So what does this team have to do to actually win the match? Because they've been putting up a hell of a performance for themselves. I would say, actually, have had the upper hand. Blows China a kiss as she kicks hell out of her on the outside, to be perfectly frank. Oh, but China bounces back. Here's a clothesline. Referee's count us up to 5. Oh, and China bounces Lacey Evans off the apron and the ring steps and now climbs back into the ring. Is she breaking the count? She's looking for a tag. Okay. Not going to go for the count out. Going to tag in the men and leave Lacey Evans down on the outside. Undertaker ducks Corbin's clothesline attempt. And now chokeslam. Yeah, he hits it. Lacey Evans is up, though. She's in a bad position. And is this it? Oh, Corbin kicked out. Lacey Evans would not have got there in time. And Undertaker can't believe it. Now Corbin pops up to his feet. Speaking of things that people can't believe. Just after taking a chokeslam, Corbin back in the upper hand. Called Undertaker a tough cookie before, but so is Corbin. And going after the leg of the Undertaker. Kick into the side of the knee. But doesn't follow it up. And Undertaker with a scoop and a slam. Uh-oh. Off the rope. Oh, snap leg drop this time. And now going to tag China back in. Lacey Evans only just recovered and got back to her corner. Forced to get back into the match. Maybe a decently timed tag. But still, you had Corbin in trouble there. And now Evans has the upper hand. I think another mistake was made. Hip toss. The hip toss wasn't the mistake. The tag was. China had to go to the outside to recuperate. Lacey Evans wasting no time going after her. Oh, kicks her right in the face. Now going after the arm. Oh, knee to the elbow. Referee's count up to 4. And Lacey Evans sends China back into the ring. And now electing to show off before re-entering the ring. She should be maintaining the upper hand, I would say, here, rather than showing off. There's time to show off after you've won. Uh-oh. Know what Lacey's got in mind here? Women's right, once again. Oh, Undertaker, look how quick he's in. Wait, oh, okay. Referee was ignoring Undertaker, but China kicks out again. That is either the second or maybe even third women's right. My memory not serving me very great at the moment, but that's either the second or third women's right she kicked out of. Now, Lacey Evans goes for another pin. I think Undertaker might have broken that one up. Oh, kick to the face of Lacey Evans. What's China got in mind here? Bringing Evans over to the corporate ministry corner. Oh, hits her with a butt. And then Beals her out of the corner. And now going for a pin off the back of that. 1, 2, and Corbin attracts the referee's attention just in time. We didn't have to see Lacey Evans kick out, which is probably good for Evans. What's Chyna got in mind up here? She's lifted Evans up onto the top rope. Oh my god, she's not. She's going to go for a pedigree. An avalanche pedigree. Oh my god. Got another name in some circles, that move, but we'll leave that where it is. That's got to be it, right? Yeah. Chyna and Undertaker pick up the win, and Undertaker is going to progress to the championship match. Chyna very pleased to have helped out her old buddy, The Undertaker. Undertaker looks pleased as well. Let's get on with the championship match, shall we? All right, and as is traditional, the challenger, the birthday boy, or girl, but in this case boy, gets to choose the battleground for the championship match. And obviously, Undertaker's going to choose a WrestleMania, right? And I think the thinking here is the further back he goes, this is the earliest WrestleMania on the game, the further back he goes, the less comfortable Grayson Waller should be, because it's like out of his time zone, like his career. Like, he was probably a child when Undertaker 22, when WrestleMania 22 occurred. You know, so... Oh, what's this camera work? What is that we're seeing? Oh, I think it's one of the spinning light things. Okay. That seems like an oversight. Anywho. Yeah, I think this is a good choice for The Undertaker. A good psychological edge. Wait, this is WrestleMania 22, right? The picture, so you see all the pictures of wrestlers in the background there. You can see Stone Cold and a bit of Lita at the moment. The picture of The Undertaker is the biker taker. See if we can get an angle on that again. Why? This is 2 years after he returned as the Dead Man, WrestleMania 22. Why are they still using that version of The Undertaker in the images? Is that true to life? Is that what it was like in real life? Or is that a mistake on the game? Yeah, there you go. There's Biker Taker. Undertaker smelt something not very nice, it would seem, by the look on his face. Chyna and Cactus Jack and Bret Hart at the time being up there seems weird as well. I feel like those pictures are maybe not accurate to the real life arena. Maybe the ones that I'm questioning that seem a bit out of place are there in place of ones that can't be in the game. Because then they're not in the game. I think that could be the case. Why is WrestleMania 22 in the game, actually? Because it's not from Showcase mode, is it? Because I don't think Cena's match from WrestleMania 22 was in the game in Showcase mode. I don't know. Weird one. Anyway, this is the beauty of the Birthday Championship. Is we're going to get some matches that I don't think anyone would have ever expected to see. As the current Birthday Champion, Grayson Waller makes his way down to the ring with his championship belt to defend against The Undertaker. What? I was going to like try and make a sentence beginning with what, like ask a question, but no, I think what is sufficient. But he doesn't look phased. I mean, it takes a lot to knock the confidence of Grayson Waller. He has unlimited supplies of confidence in himself. Undertaker in the background there, looking on. Okay, well, Waller's confident. Taker is at home. The fans are cheering for The Undertaker. And that's what's on the line. Let's see. Now, Grayson Waller only won the title 3 days ago and has had no successful defenses yet because he's not had the opportunity. So he'll be hoping to get at least one defense under his belt to not become the worst male birthday champion in the short history of the title so far. But Undertaker, oh, pounding Waller into the cut. Look at this. Oh my God. Absolutely merciless beatdown by the dead man. Oh, I was going to say now choking him with his foot in the corner, but he never quite got it connected right, and Waller managed to counter. Now Waller's got to fight back quickly. You can't let Undertaker dominate from the start. That's a recipe for disaster, but that's what's happening right now. Oh, there we go. There's the knee to the midsection. Now, oh, you have to follow up on that, Waller. What's he doing? He hesitated. Oh, big boot. And a leg drop. Taker mania running wild at WrestleMania. Goes for the pin. 1. Oh, Waller kicks out at 1. And Undertaker did look a bit surprised at the emphatic nature of the kick out rather than the fact that he kicked out. And now here's a clothesline from Waller. He needs to stay on top of the Undertaker now. There's a single arm takedown, single arm DDT. And then into the Fujiwara armbar. Jumping arm breaker, I think it's called these days, actually. Back in the WWF Warzone days, that was a single arm DDT. At least on that game. Oh, drops Undertaker across the top rope. Now, I do feel like I should mention here, a double countout is a title defense for Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller losing by countout or DQ is a title defense for Grayson Waller. Knee to the midsection of the Undertaker on the outside. Waller doing alright on the outside here, but we know the Undertaker can brawl with the best of them. You gotta be careful out there with Taker. But so far, this is working for him, and he's not in any rush to get this match back in the ring, I would imagine, because a double countout, like I say, favours Waller massively. But Undertaker sends him back into the ring, so that strategy is off the table, at least for now. Sends Taker into the corner, though. He's carrying on the momentum back in the ring. Scoop and a slam. And now climbs up onto the middle rope. Steps along. Oh, double clap on the elbow drop. But maybe the fact that he decided to spend so much time at Airborne to show off that he can do the double clap meant that Undertaker had more time to move out the way. And now Waller in a lot of trouble in a Dragon Sleeper right in the middle of the ring. Nowhere for him to go. No ropes to reach. Oh, that's the way out. Punch him in the head. That'll do. That'll do it. He's made Undertaker release the sleeper, but he missed that basement dropkick to the knee. Undertaker saw it coming and moved the leg out the way. Uh-oh. Choke slam. And he connects. This could be it. This could be the end of Waller's title reign. 1, 2. No. Waller kicks out. And again, Undertaker looks somewhat surprised. And then he kips up, having just taken a choke slam from The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Grayson Waller kips up and then back on the offense, going back to the arm again. Not the chokeslam arm, it should be noted. He's going after the other arm of The Undertaker. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he's spotted something in his research going into this. But Waller absolutely not making a disgrace of himself here, getting some offense in after a shaky start. Oh, he's got a near fall there. And he can't, well, it's not that he can't believe it, it's just he was really hoping he could get away with that and get out of there, I think. It's less frustration and more just, praying for it to be over almost. Now Taker. Oh, body blow. And another one, and that one absolutely takes the legs out from under Waller. Taker got in mind. Oh, he thinks he's done enough here. 1. No. No, you ain't beating Grayson Waller with a punch to his midsection. Now Waller climbs out and then scoots around the steps, but now comes back and catches Undertaker by surprise a little bit here. Oh, knee into the ribs. That'll slow you down. Oh, not very much though. Undertaker managed to dodge the follow-up stomp. Oh, there's another body blow by Taker. And a snap suplex on those very thin mats on the outside. Now Taker's got Waller up. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, rib first, I think that was. But Undertaker has been focusing on the midsection of Grayson Waller somewhat in this match, and that was no exception. Now, Waller actually throws Undertaker back in the ring. Now, he's dancing around on the outside. Is he just going to take the count-out loss? No, he's got a point to prove. He thinks he can beat the Undertaker, so why not, eh? Oh, double hand choke slam by Undertaker. 1, 2. Waller kicks out again. And every time Waller kicks out, Undertaker looks at him like, stay down, kid. You know, like, he looks at him almost incredulous. Like, why would you kick out? Uh-oh, Waller scoot. Oh my god, he's going for a tombstone. Grayson Waller's just hit Undertaker with a tombstone at WrestleMania. Oh my god, the audacity. 1, 2. Oh, Undertaker kicks out. Imagine if that was how Waller won. Imagine if Grayson Waller retains. Oh no, he moved out the way, did Undertaker. Yeah, imagine if he retained there with a tombstone of all things. And the signature pin of The Undertaker, no less, as well. Oh, he rolls through! The Grayson Waller effect, I believe he calls this. 1, 2. Oh, Taker kicks out of that as well. Grayson Waller is starting to show signs of frustration because if he was convincing us all that he believed he could beat Undertaker before, I think he now might actually believe it. Oh, stiff right hand. May have just knocked the Undertaker clean out. No, he's moving. He's moving. He's feeling the pain. Oh, Undertaker going back to that midsection with those elbows. Maybe weakening up Waller's ribs and torso is paying off for him. Oh! Clothesline in the corner and now goes for a pin. 1, 2. We don't often see Undertaker try this hard to put a match away before he's absolutely certain of it. So maybe a little bit of a sign of respect for the fight Grayson Waller has put up. Like normally Undertaker goes for the pin when he knows he's got the beat, you know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. On the apron. Oh, I'm legally obliged as a pro wrestling commentator to tell you that is the hardest part of the ring. And the Takermania running wild once again with the leg drop on the outside. Oh, Fireman's carry takeover by Waller though. And that won't be doing his midsection, his ribs any good, will it? Getting slammed down on the apron like that. But he's brave facing it, showing off for the audience. He's allowed Undertaker to recover in the ring there. And now climbs in. That's probably a mistake by the relative rookie. Oh, hits Undertaker. Leaps in. Oh, gets punched in the face for his troubles. The fact that you could slingshot yourself over the top rope, maybe should have used an offensive move while you did it. Uh-oh. Taker going for the choke slam, and he connects again. Now, what's Taker got in mind here? Oh, slams Waller face first into the mat. Undertaker goes to lift Waller up. Oh, he sweeps the leg. Now, going to take Undertaker to the far side of the ring from the hard cam. Snapmares him over. What's Waller doing? Goes and squares up to an audience member. Oh, okay. Going for the full force Grayson Waller effect this time. Is that enough? Is he going to beat The Undertaker? He got him. You know, he got him. He got him clean as a whistle as well. Oh my god. He almost can't believe it. Look at him just sitting there. Wow. Wow, leave a like for that upset. And if you enjoyed this video in general, don't forget to subscribe. Let's see where this championship reign of Waller's goes, shall we? Because that's not where I saw it going at all. Good grief. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been amazing. I am flabbergasted. I can't even do my outro. As always, I've been Ibeza. You've been amazing. And I will see you next time.